Hello, gentlemen and ladies. We have a new machine. It is a 2005 Kawasaki KFX 700. So, just picked it up. We're going to see if it's garbage or if it's good. Garbage or good. That's pretty much the way this show works. So far, things we like, things we don't like. Things we don't like. Obviously, the KFX 700 is a nasty machine, so we love that. We don't like the plastics. Not in very good shape. Now, I will say I paid $2,200 for this. It runs amazing. Mechanically, it is awesome. Super tight. You know, there's no play in the bushings. You can tell they were just fairly recently replaced. They're nice and new. But what we don't like... Hack job. Hack job. Hack job. Hack job. I don't like those things. It doesn't idle all the time. Why? This is why. And we haven't even pulled it apart yet, but you can see up in there, that is the idle adjustment screw, and it is broken. The cable is broken. So every now and then it just randomly idles high. Need new nets for the Nerf bars. Super dirty. You know, nice new battery though, and it's AGM, so that's cool. Nice little new spring here on the return for the rear brake, except the rear brake cable is definitely seized and needs some serious attention. My guess is also that these leak. I'm pretty sure they leak. So we're going to have to fix that. This aluminum is terrible looking, so we're going to have to fix that. These wheels are bent. This one, that one, that one's really bad. I'm going to fix that. If anybody could tell me, please comment below, why does this have a Yamaha front brake? Thought that was kind of odd. Yeah, so it's got some pretty decent goodies on it. Look at the tail light. Ugh, I don't know why. It came with some decent goodies too. Got these nice metal Mulisha handlebars that came with it. And came with a brand new screw kit. Seat, got some rips in it, but nothing major. Brand new screw kit. I mean, I'm pretty good with that. I don't know about anybody else, but to me, that is nice. It even came with these little push pins. I've never actually had one of these screw kits before, but pretty cool to me. The fun part will be trying to figure out where they all go. So basically, the next time you see this thing, it is going to be completely stripped down. All right, so we're starting to chip away at her a little bit here, as you can see. This is about 20 minutes later in real time. So, a couple things we see that we really don't like. I hate people. I hate people. I hate people. Well, I would say, folks, this is the reason why you do this kind of stuff. Because that is a large amount of nuts. So, we're getting into it a little bit. We got some rust. We got some mud built in. Nice new exhaust. What I think is weird about this, right? So this bike was serviced at a dealership. Quad, whatever. I know everybody, it's a bike, it's a quad. It's all the same thing. It's all a machine to have fun with, right? So this was serviced at a dealership. And they are horrible. I mean, terrible. Everything they did was a cost-cutting maneuver. How do you have your machine serviced? And I know it was serviced at a dealership because I have the receipts from not that long ago. It was literally like 2 months ago this thing was serviced. That didn't happen over the course of 2 months. So you didn't even pull off the air cleaner. Dealership, whoever you may be, you didn't even pull off the gosh darn air cleaner. You know how I know? Because all that's there. All right? So that's how I know that. You changed the brake cables. You know how I know? Nice and shiny. Nice and shiny, 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 shiny. Look at this. It's got nothing. Terrible feel. Look at what I'm pulling on this thing. These things are all fooger boogered. Okay? Got some cracked frame here. It's nice. I know that's a common thing on these, actually. This is actually kind of a nice taillight setup. I don't hate it. It's not really good, but it's not cheap. I can't wait to get into the belt box. This will be fun. So now we got to vacuum out the air box. I can't even imagine what the belt box looks like if the air box has got that much in it. Let's find out. Alrighty, the saga continues. So, now what we have is a mess. Yeah. Alright, so this is what we got so far. Done. So, we'll start from the back. First thing I did, I noticed there was some rust all along here from where the gas tank was sitting. So, I cleaned it all up, and I hit it with POR 15 or 49, whatever the heck it's called. It doesn't look real pretty. You're not going to be able to see it, though, once everything's together, and it will keep it from rusting anymore. Cleaned up all the wiring, dielectric greased everything. That's what those little blue marks mean. That means they've been done. Now that's got to be put back on. So yeah, so we always dielectric grease everything here. That's kind of like my big thing when it comes to machines. It doesn't matter if it's that bike, it doesn't matter if it's that quad, that bike, this car that you can't see. Both my snowmobiles, it doesn't matter what it is, they're always going to get dielectric greased. So that's the main thing. So the air box, we got that baby all nice and cleaned up. So up in here, I'm going to get a new filter for it. We can see, nice and clean. Also everything also gets a nice bathing of tire shine. Pro tip, this Black Magic tire wet stuff. I buy this stuff by like the gallon. It is amazing. It works super well on black stuff like that. It makes it look brand new again. These stickers are all going to come off. But I will wipe this thing down probably 15 times. Okay, so now it's right in front of your face. Clutches. So these just got serviced. They're pretty good. They really didn't need a whole lot. This quad obviously was never really that thrashed before because the clutches were pretty much good to go. They move freely. Just needed a new spring, so I ordered a new spring, so that'll be in next year. The rear brakes were shot. So we got nice feel now on the pedal. Nice feel. Nice and smooth. Line moves nice and smooth. Whoo, doggy. I'll tell you what, though, before it did not. It moved like crap. This one, nice and smooth. Nice linear travel. Before, it was super stiff, super just notchy, and didn't feel good. I also just started cleaning up. Like I said, thank you to the previous owner. It came with one of these bolt kits. I've actually never used one of these before. I usually just take the bolts and, well, I'll show you what I do with them. So this is what I like to do with the bolts. You can see this one's kind of like all corroded and rusted. So, I come over to this thing, which is a Harbor Freight 5-inch bench grinder that's not bolted down, and also I have a 6-inch wheel on it because it was the only polishing wheel I could find. And then I just polish it. And I sit right here, think about life, think about death, think about the afterlife, the after death. And I polish her away and I almost drop it. It flies out of my hand. Sometimes I don't hold on to it hard enough, so then it flies away and I lose it. Sometimes I hit my finger with it. Sometimes I swear at it. But ultimately, I get it to a point where it's nice and polished. And then I put it back on the machine. But because we have a bolt kit, I don't have to do any of that. So yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing up here. You can see I've either polished, actually these four I replaced because it's right out in front, but I polished that one, polished that one, polished that one, polished that one, and you can see what they look like before they're polished. So I'll just pull them all out and polish them because I have way too much time on my hands. The other thing I did was I fixed all these brackets. These were in junk shape. They're all falling apart. So I fixed those. So she's coming together. If anybody has any tips on how to do these plastics, comment, subscribe, whatever people do. Also, shameless plug here, not for myself, but for Napa, because I love Napa, not really. This aluminum brighter stuff, I've seen people use it before. I've never actually used it myself. It works really, really good. This swing arm, this rear swing arm, look at how mint that is. It used to look like that. I haven't done this part yet. Now it looks like that. Yeah, so that works pretty good. The next project is going to be the wheel bearings, which are horrible, probably. So yeah. So the next episode will be all that. Until next time, ciao.